Hey everybody, today we're going to compare the Kingbolen K7 scanner versus the Autel MaxiSys. Which one's better? Coming up next. That's right, I was asked to review the Kingbolen K7 scanner to see how it matches up against the Autel MaxiSys. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I tried their eDiag scanner against the MaxiSys and it came out on top. So we're going to go ahead and see how this tablet scanner does again as well. We've got the wife's 2015 Subaru Outback behind us, and we're going to do 3 simple tests and just to see how they compare device to device. Both of them have a Bluetooth dongle that plugs into your car's OBD2 port and automatically pick up and scan your vehicle, the VIN, the codes. You can do some basic diagnosis and troubleshooting and testing. So we're just going to go ahead and start. Like I said, 3 different tests and see how they compare with a little timer of which one performs the best. Alrighty, we've got it plugged into the Subaru here. Very simple interface. You can see here, auto search. Goes ahead and scans the VIN. That comes in about 10-12 seconds. Loads up. We can go area select, special functions. Bring it up just a little closer. Hopefully you can see this. Area select, we are in North America. Just basically go and confirming that they have the right vehicle picked out for you. There's the Outback. We can go through the system scan, so let's do that right away. All right, so we've got all of our items. I went and scanned all the modules in the vehicle. Go back. Now let's do a health report. It's going to go ahead and scan for any codes in the system. It does have a nice timer here that shows how long it's taking to monitor things. Hey, TPMS issues, an airbag sensor. So we've got just under 40 seconds to go ahead and scan all of the items here. Now let's take a look at the tire pressure. All of the tires are low on air. I should go look at that. It is fall now. But the nice thing is that you can go ahead and click in to each of these errors, and it'll bring you to a Google result with the codes, with different help. Whether it's YouTube videos, other diagnostic codes and repair items. We can go ahead here and read. So we've got an air conditioning code. So let's see what that code is. Sun load sensor circuit low open. And again, we can go ahead right into the internet and search for that code and bring you into some possible solutions. If we want to, we can clear those codes. Tells you exactly what to do. All right. Now let's see what is wrong with our engine. Read fault code, startability malfunction. Low battery, we've dealt with that in the past. And the nice thing here is that it says it's in the past, so it's not a currently stored code. So we can go in here and, clear it out. That's what I want to do. clear memory code. There we go. Just as easy as that. Now we can go back to the main menu here. Let's run back into the car. I got out of there, unfortunately. So now that we're back in, some of the things we can do in the advanced modes. You can go in TPM registration, new sensors. You can go into idle speed control, oil maintenance mode. So if you're going in and doing your own oil changes, you can change that in here versus going through the dashboard controls on your infotainment center. If you've got to go ahead and do disc brake repairs, you can put it in maintenance mode. If you have to replace your injectors, you can do that. Fuel injector learning, reset the adaptations for your automatic transmission. So if you have transmission work done, replaced, you can run that adaptation reset. And again, you can get into this advanced functions in here as well. You can go into each of your different modules if you want to do more in-depth review. So the nice thing about this scanner is that it is small. It does have a standard USB-C charge port on there to charge, so you don't need a special plug or anything for it. It does come with, let me grab it real quick. It does come with a handy carrying case, so you can keep it safe when you're not using it. All right, so the last thing I want to do quick is read. Just take one of our general modules, the body control module. Let's go ahead and read if there's any codes in here. There are no diagnostic codes set, if you can see that. Now the display is a little tough to read. But we can look at special functions in here as well. Keyless settings, button settings, security settings, a whole lot of options I don't want to get into because I don't want to, brick my wife's Outback by mistake. But basically you do have the option to go in here and do a lot of different features that your rather expensive or your dealer grade tools have. So airbag stuff, I'm going to stay out of that. Power steering, keyless access with push to start. All the different modules in the car, they're all right here. Rear lift gate. So if we have any codes in here, there shouldn't be. No codes. So again, you see it's pretty easy, pretty intuitive to pick the module you want to work with and go in there and scan for those codes. And our diagnostic session, and back to the main menu. You do have a wide array of cars in here. US, European, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Porsche, Range Rover, Suzuki, Toyota, Ford, the whole gamut in here. Pretty versed for the cars that you can use this with. Now the one nice thing about this scanner, it does have a 3-year license for all of the updates on here. After that there is an annual renewal, but right off the bat it does come with 3 years, which is pretty awesome. The other one we reviewed, the eDiag, had a 1 year on it, so having 3 years at this price point, I think is a pretty good deal. So let's go ahead and grab the Autel and run through our same tests. Alrighty, so here's the Autel MaxiSys 906BT. Again, we have a large array of vehicles to choose from here, but you do have the automatic VIN search, so we can go ahead and click that right off the bat. Show you that. Auto detect. So again, about 16 seconds to read the VIN here. Now this one does have that extra step in there to go ahead and put in a report value if you're going to go ahead and create a report for whoever you're working on this vehicle for. Again, kind of a more dealer grade or shop grade tool. But let's go ahead and look at diagnosis for the vehicle, auto scan. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and put our requirements on here. If you want to go ahead and attach any photos of the vehicle, any specific items of concern, you can do that. We're not going to, just extra steps. Not everybody at home needs. Again, we have 3 errors. Have our airbag error. Let's look at our codes. Occupant detection system malfunction. We can take a look. And this just gives you the codes last time it happened. And whereas the King Bolen gives you the option to go into a web page or a search review to look for items, we don't have that option here. So that's check 1 bonus for the King Bolen K7. Let's go ahead and clear this code. Now let's run back again. We have the same issue here with the TPMS sensors. In this car, for some reason, it just starts to lose air pressure from down to 40 pounds down to about 20, 25 pounds. It's happened for years, and it's kind of annoying. But we'll see what the codes are here again. 1, 2, 3, 4 tire sensors are low. These are stored. We can go ahead and clear them just for fun. All right, now we have no more codes, so that's good. These I'm sure will come back again as soon as the weather changes. And then we have our last item here for air conditioner. That same sun load sensor circuit was open, but again, we don't have options as easily to get to as with the K7 scanner. This just sits and clocks and tries to find something, who knows what, so no one's got time for that. But let's run back into quick erase, get rid of everything. We'll go back to our different control modules. Now here, instead of having an auto scan for finding all the modules in the car, it gives you a list of them. It just sort of knows by the VIN what different modules are installed. So it's kind of 6 to 1, half dozen of the other, whether you prefer having everything here displayed once or going through and finding at that time the different modules. So again, we have items for our eyesight. That eyesight would be the Subaru's collision avoidance or collision detection system. We don't have any codes in here, I don't believe. Nope. Special functions. We can go in here and just like the K7, go in there and do the programming if you had to reset. Like most often, if you replace your windshield, you need to have your eyesight recalibrated. But same thing as the other unit, you've got options for your push to start, tire pressure monitor, transmission control. So if we go in here, we should have our special functions. And here would be our clear and relearning mode for the adaptations. Again, very similar body control module. We looked in there in the K7 as well. Nothing popped up. The MaxiSys does have its own barrel charge plug on it. So again, not a USB-C, but it comes with its own charger. So as long as you keep that charger around and the dog doesn't chew on the cords, that'll work for you. This does have an option to output to an HDMI, so if you want to put it to an external display, it does have an option for a USB scope camera to plug into it, which was included with my kit that I've had. The K7 did not have that, but there are other options you can get for that. This is just the base model that I was sent out to review. So overall, they're both very good scanners. I think the Autel, again, price point triple the K7. They're both great tools, but for your average enthusiast or better to have a good scan tool in their garage, the K7 I think is a great option. I have used both of these recently. I've had the K7 sitting around for a few weeks, and I've been pretty sick, unfortunately, and this is the first time I've been able to talk without coughing a ton. So I should have gotten this done about 2-3 weeks ago, but I've been sick. So I've had a little bit of time to use them both. Just kind of get my bearings for the K7 unit. And all in all, I would definitely keep this thing in the shop. Let me grab it. Most of the average things that you're going to do in your home garage, or helping your friends out or family, this King Bolen unit is going to do for you, and it's going to do well and at a very reasonable price point. I'm going to have a link below. I believe they've got a special going on around Thanksgiving here. So check for that link in the description below. And yeah, all in all, this is definitely going to stick around. So like I said, they both have their strong points. I think the overall communication speed back and forth is a little quicker in the K7 unit than the Autel. Probably a little bit newer Bluetooth technology in this device than my MaxiSys. But all in all, it performed very well. It did what I needed it to do. It goes in, it scans the codes, it can clear the codes. The big thing I like with this one is it brings you to a search page on the internet with handy results just for those specific error codes. Of course, you've got to have Wi-Fi handy for that to work, but most people at home in their garage are going to have internet, so that's a giant bonus there. So again, they're both great units. I think for the price point, the K7 is going to be my pick. Like I said, this one's about 3 times more than this one, and this one seems to do, for your general use, everything that the Autel does. So that's my quick review on it. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. And again, look in the description below for links on how to get your own King Bolen K7 scanner. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.